that's that. But enough of this nerd shit. What's
I love the nerd shit.
what's Jameson's naughty boy tendencies for this
Naughty
week?
boy. I had a big, not a big. I was with people Saturday night, and then I had some friends visiting from another island. And then Sunday morning rolls along, and I feel okay, doing my own thing. Had my friends over, brought them to the beach, cleaned up my place, made it good as new. And in like the 3 hours there at the beach, I felt like I got hit by a load of bricks. My body was just like, I felt like I just worked out, but like my organs were sore, my head was pounding. I was like, I haven't felt this bad before ever. Like, is this the end? Um, and yeah, of course, I activated into health mode of like, what can I do to
Hmm.
overcome these feelings? And I was actually really pissed off because I had to go drop off these girls at the airport, which is like a 50-minute drive, and then come back. And they wanted to get food, and I was just like so out of it. Like I was just so ready to just fall asleep, which I did in the car. And yeah, which is not like me, but I was way out of it. I was coughing a little bit, but most of the dangerous stuff was me just feeling like my body was totally done. Like I just had no energy whatsoever. It was so weird, man. I did not expect that to happen to me. So I ended up getting on this crazy stack of bone broth, oysters. I was drinking raw milk. Shilajit, I'm looking over at my table right now. What else do I got over there? Astragalus, elderberry. I took my collagen or my colostrum, my beef liver, and my bone marrow. I took a lot of oregano oil, ton of oregano oil. I did oregano oil sinus rinses.
Wow.
I took some herbs for my throat and my lungs. I took quercetin, and I took some olive leaf, and I took some methylene blue, which was kind of a new one.
Hmm.
Or yeah, this stuff could get us canceled. And then I took another thing that I can't talk about on this stream that rhymes with Timmy Schmeckton.
Oh shit. Yeah, we can
And then
probably
yeah,
talk about it now.
I
Um,
went all out. I was like, okay, what the hell am I gonna do? I've been drinking a bunch of tea with echinacea.
yeah. Wow.
I'm gonna be all natty, my boy. But the first night was crazy, man. Fevers, chills, sweats. I
Wow.
was just like sleeping. So that was the first night. And the next day I woke up feeling a little bit better. Fever was gone. I was just slept most of the day. Went outside in the sun a ton. Just went outside and just laid down in the sun. Tried to get as much ultraviolet light as I possibly could. Because I was reading a Matt Blackburn post about what he would do if he got the con, he
Hmm.
calls it. And he ended up talking about biofastic, like some kind of weird device. And I was like, well, I don't got that. One of my friends did, but I didn't really use it. And then he talked about methylene blue, ultraviolet light, and oregano oil. And I was like, okay. So I got my hands on some methylene blue. I just ordered it online. Started taking it yesterday because it just came in. But I turned your whole mouth blue. And it's no joke. It's actually really funny, but it's weird because you just have a blue mouth. And it's supposed to be like a nootropic, but it
Yeah.
has a bunch of benefits to it. And it's pharmaceutical grade. It's one of those things that's kind of suspect right now because it's not natural. It's not 100% natural. So
Mm.
it's like, yeah, when you're in that moment, I would much rather. I wanted to take natural herbal remedies, but I realized that, yeah, I didn't need to take natural herbal remedies if I wanted to heal my body. And I was open to like interventions from things that are actually going to help me versus pharmaceutical modalities that are just there to make money and just leave me hanging for more. So I had to make sure I didn't go after those things, which, the over the counter drugs, the cold medications, the fever reducers, all that kind of stuff, because the fever is good for you. So I was stoked that I was able to get my fever and then break my fever. And I was talking to two naturopaths at the time. One of them gave me an IV, which had ozone in it, which is like a new popularized concoction that involves oxygen and adding it to your blood and then slowly inserting it back into your bloodstream. And that was a whole experience because just I was just so out of it. I was just sitting in the chair and needle and passing out and yeah, that whole kind of thing. But it did end up getting done and it did end up healing me and it felt really good. So I'm grateful for that. But then the other doctor was telling me about the benefits of the other thing that we don't get to speak about. And I ended up talking to her too about another fun little trick that she gave me that helps with colds, which I was shocked to hear about, but apparently it works. I've tried it for 2 days now in a row, and I've definitely gotten better. But anyways, it's called the Magic T-shirt or the Magic socks, and it's literally when you take cold water and you rinse a pair of cotton socks and cotton shirt in cold water. This is gonna be fun. And then you dry it off. You make sure it's not, dripping any water.
Mm.
Wring it out, and then you put it on before you go to bed, and then you cover it with like a wool sweater and wool socks. So you're wearing this wet t-shirt and these wet socks covered with wool socks and a wool sweater. So you go to sleep with these on, and then you wake up and it like helps your body. I think there's some kind of blood flow thing going on there,
Mm-hmm.
but it basically helps your body with the cold flu symptoms and the coughing symptoms. And I did it 2 nights ago with the socks, and then last night I just did it for the first time with the t-shirt and the socks. I slept like a baby.
Wow.
It was great.
Yeah, that sounds interesting
It was
because
strange, dude. It
I
was
mean, I
very
know
strange.
the Andrew Huberman stuff. They talk about heat being released from your extremities, like your hands, your head, like more like your face, but also your feet too. So you're like covering it, and then you have something cool. Like, is the shirt like cool-ish? Would you say?
Mhm.
Okay. So you get like that
It was
coolness,
cool.
but not like the wetness primarily.
Oh,
And then I guess you're just keeping it like, does it just really lower your body temperature? Is that how it feels in a way, or what?
it does.
Right. Because you're like cutting off I guess, your body exuding the cool from the t-shirt that you got on that's damp or so.
Mhm.
And then you're capping it off because you're wearing things like the wool socks, for example. That's pretty interesting. Huh. I can't say I've tried that, but if it's comfortable for you, then that works. It sounds horrible to me because I, of course, sleep naked. But
Right? You would think so, but I felt like it was gonna be horrible. But then when you cover it up, it just something about it just feels so real, like you feel cool. I just personally hate going to bed hot. That's like
yeah,
my biggest nightmare.
yeah, me too. I had like I slept really high temperature last night, and it took me like way too long to fall asleep. So I can only imagine wearing wool. But
That was perfect because then you had the cold t-shirt underneath it, so it was like
yeah,
your body was cold, but your bed was dry.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I mean it's worth a shot for sure.
I'd recommend it. I mean, it's better than taking some weird, crazy blue substance. Well, at least it's less, it's just natural.
Hmm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love taking crazy blue substances. I love trying new, strange health things.
Hmm.
So that's kind of where my focus has been at. It's just like, what can I do? Like in this whole protocol, what can I take to optimize my health in this situation that's not going to, have long-term negative effects.
Hmm.
So I've
Well,
been trying to figure that out.
so you got over the sickness in basically like 5 to 7 days or so, right?
I mean, I feel like I still have a little bit of a weird cough remnant, but I got over the fever in a day, and then I got over the sickness in like, I mean, I still felt pretty bad Tuesday. So I'd say it was like 3 days,
Well, oh, that's
which
pretty
I don't
good.
know if it was the other thing everyone's talking about or if it was like a different flu thing, but it was good.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds similar to it, at least this round of it, because I think the O variant of it has less kind of affection towards people's taste because that was like the dead giveaway for a lot of like the Delta.
Yep.
And but yeah, I mean, I think I probably got it second round too after my concert, and
Oh yeah.
and yeah, I still had my taste, and it sounds pretty similar to what you went through. But yeah, it's interesting because our immune system has to act when it comes to viruses to kill, well, not even kill because the viruses aren't alive, kill the cells that have been infected and then just clear that crap out, like clear out the virus matter because it's
Right.
not alive or dead. It just needs to be cleared out and recognized by your immune system to do so. So when you have the fever and it's pretty acute and you feel very fatigued, that's a good sign because your body knows, hey, something's up. We need to take care of this crap now.
We
So
got to go fast.
you chill. Yeah. So that's a good thing.
You chill, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly what I did. Listen to my body telling me to chill.
Yep. Well, there you go. I mean,
That
now
was my
you're
naughty behavior.
now your
I was
immunity.
trying to survive. Yeah, I got this cool new immunity now, and I got to take a bunch of cool different drugs. Like right now, I got blue in my mouth.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm working on it. So
Dark blue.
that's been fun, but that's a different one. That's like That's one of those things that some people recommend, some don't. I'm just taking it because I want to heal faster. I'm not sure if I would just take this because supposedly it's a nootropic,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure if I would just take it willy nilly. It's not super expensive either, but it's definitely a cool thing to experiment with. So,
Yeah. So acetyl L-carnitine is also considered a nootropic.
hey, it's also gonna.
Yeah, I don't think that's probably a very good idea to take, but I mean,
What if I did? Just took bodybuilder supplements.
yeah, do you feel like oxygenated particularly right now?
Mm, in a way, yeah. Because a lot of this like breathing was really hard.
Yeah.
Not
It's
like breathing, just like it wasn't like it was restricted. It was
mhm.
more of the idea of I have to like holding my breath. I can only hold it for a few seconds. If I did any exercise, if I stood up and I walked, it was like, oh shit, like this is a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I would go outside, like walking outside, my legs would be sore. My whole body would just be like, I can't do this. This is too much work.
Yeah,
And I'd be like, damn, this is
it's
a
like
weird feeling, man.
your oxygen capacity in your lungs is just limited, like maybe even
Right.
25%. I would say that's pretty egregious. It's probably nowhere near that for most people, but you feel it for sure. So,
Oh, I felt it. Oh, I
yeah.
done felt it.
So,
Oh yeah, that was a big part of it too, man. Got into some naughty stuff there with myself, but I wanted to experiment and try different things out and see what would work. And I've been dealing with a couple things in that realm for a while. I had a cough for a month and a half that I was trying to overcome that you knew about, and then I've been doing this nasal drip thing that I've had since I was like. I look so funny now that I have a blue mouth. I look like I'm at a dentist office or something. I'm having this nasal drip that was just giving me all kinds of pain and discomfort since 2016. I think I had it. So I'm trying to get to the bottom of that now and figure out why I always have this urge to spit.
mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do that with some people and hopefully get to the bottom of that. See if that's allergies or mold or what have you.
Could be mental too, just a hunch.
That's what I was talking about
Like
with
I
some
feel,
girls.
yeah, like even when you're
Like
getting
your throat
over a
chakra.
sickness, it's
Throat
like
chakra.
you get used to coughing because you've been sick, so you continue to cough even though there's no reason to.
Mhm.
So, it's kind of like me when I was an emo skater kid and had my hair, like my bangs in my face, and you go like this. And you get your hair cut for like the first time that's very substantial, and you still like try and swing your hair around, It's just could be similar to that, but yeah.